such an asshole!
Hey everybody, the old captain. I got a ton. We got a ton of original videos to do because I haven't gotten to those because I've been driving around doing asshole consulting, and it's in desperate need because it's not that people are stupid, especially as it pertains to this video, but you girls are getting brainwashed out there. And for all you independent-minded girls who are just so intelligent and so independent-minded that, ironically, you all vote the same way, dress the same way, and are the epitome of conformity. Conformity, thy name is woman. I'm going to do you a favor, and once again, in my inevitable tone, you're going to just have to actually be a guy. You're going to have to man up and be equal to a man. Suck it up, listen to this constructive criticism, and then hopefully your lives won't suck. Right? 2 stories. I tell you a tale of 2 tales. A story of 2 tales, a tale of 2 stories. Story 1. Who was it? My buddy, Captain Ben. That's who it was. He was telling me about this girl he was dating. She was a stripper. She was a lady of the arts. And she was going to go to school for something, some bullshit. So she went to school, she had this debt, had to resort to stripping to pay it all off. And now I think, was she hoeing too? I don't know, it doesn't matter. But it wasn't the life she was promised back in high school. It wasn't what her teachers told her it would be. She had the real world after she got out of college, which once again, ladies and gentlemen, K through college is an artificial environment that is going to go the fuck away once you don't got no more government money or loans that you take out to give to the education industry. They have 0 fucks to give about you. They dump you out in the real world just like they did this girl. And after about a year stripping, guess what she says to my friend? She says, "You know what? Really, all I wanted to become was a stay-at-home mother." And he's just, this guy's very intelligent, my friend Captain, a brilliant man. And he's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Right? Second story. One of my best friends in college. Dad's a professor. She goes on to get her degree in biology. She then gets her master's in biology. All bought and paid for because Daddy had a free tuition for his children. And after getting straight A's and studying hard and going to school 6 years more than she had to because she was going to become a great biologist, she ended up getting married and having kids. And now is a stay-at-home mom. Now, ladies, at minimum, as a taxpayer, I wish you girls would be, 1, truly independent-minded as you claim to be. 2, be intellectually honest with yourselves. And 3, refuse the fucking brainwashing that is jammed down your throat by teachers, politicians, the Hillary Clintons of the world about how you're nobody and then you go get a degree. You gotta be a man. If you're not a man, you're a loser. I wish there'd be more truly independent women who would say, no, I don't believe in that bullshit. I'm going to actually exercise independent thought and some critical thinking, and I'm going to be honest with myself, know thyself, and do some true self-inflection and honest inventory assessment of my desires and wants in the world. And I'm going to admit and have the true bravery. Not, you're so brave for losing 5. They're so brave. No, like actually have the bravery telling the Hillary Clintons of the world and your teachers, fuck you, I want to become a mother stay-at-home mom, and admit it. And the least of all reason is so it costs me and the other taxpayers less money to, 1, give you subsidized loans, or 2, more or less bail you out because you all decide to vote for Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders because they're going to forgive all the loans that me and other taxpayers lent you. Just like the bankers. That's the least concern. Okay, that's the least concern. Because there are other more important concerns that involve this, namely, what you want out of life. Just drop it with this fucking shield. Knock it off with this feminist bullshit. All right, be honest with yourselves. Happiness studies show women are going down in happiness. Have you seen a happy feminist? Why do you feel like you have to conform and do what people tell you while hypocritically at the same time saying, well, I'm an independent woman, and I'm so independent, I'm going to do what everybody else says. And then when push comes to shove, you finally, all the lights are off of you. I'd like to become a stay-at-home mom. Well, fucking A, Christ, women! Fucking admit that up front! Because not only will you be happier, you don't have the time, ladies. All right, my boys downstairs, those bullets are fresh until the day I die. Your eggs are not. You have a life expectancy to have. So there's a time window. The biological clock if you want to have children, you have to have them sooner than later. And even though we are not, society has established the age of 18 to be when you can legally have sex and, well, not sex, but children, that's the cut. Okay, now you're an adult, go do. Your body is telling you, even at the early age of 12 or 13, that you're prepared to have kids. Now, I'm not saying go have kids at 13, of course not, because then you'd be from Wyoming or the ghetto, and we don't want that. But in all seriousness, it's a sign from I don't give two flying fucking shits what your feminist, pissed off, ugly, butch, dyke, goddamn teacher tells you. Right? It's biology. 2 million years of human evolution saying, hey, you can now start having kids. And this thing called menopause, look it the fuck up, tells you when you can't have kids. And that is a finite amount of time. And you are best prepared to have kids physically when you are younger. Now when you're 30 fucking 2, your eggs are starting to get a little dust on them. You got to worry about Down syndrome. You got to worry about your kid growing a third arm out of his right butt cheek. All right? You got to have them when you're young. That's the ideal time, physically speaking. So what you do in lying to yourself, that's what all you girls are doing. You're all lying to yourself. I mean, I was dumb and stupid when I was young. Women want to be treated like men. That's what they said, because I trust them. They said they want to be treated like... Well, I don't know, some ugly fucking horse, and they weren't horse because they never had sex, but some ugly fucking bitches back from the 60s and 70s who were very mean, ugly women said so. So we're all just going to just throw away the biggest human biological incentive, because women want to be treated like men. Well, just look where it's gotten you. And look at what it costs you. By the time you're done doing what you're supposed to do, according to these feminist, evil, Marxist bitches, it's almost too late. You've lost your beauty, or the majority of it, which is what attracts men to you. You want to have children? I'm terribly sorry you need a guy. At least if you're going to love your child and have a nuclear family. Or you can do the turkey baster thing. Fuck, don't need no man, fish, bicycle. Right? If you're going to do it the right way, taking out the evil way of doing it, because that's self-centered and greedy, and you view children as a thing, not as a loving thing. If you're going to do it the right way, you need a guy. And the Lord or nature or whoever the fuck you want to call it has given you your youth and your beauty to attract them. And then you could attract them. I'm sorry to sound so crash. They can inseminate you. And then you have children. Safely, securely, healthily. Good, healthy young children when you're younger. And then you raise the children. And then if you do it early enough, the quote right way, then you could still pursue your profession and your career. You're not dead at 35, but you would have the kids, and you'd have them out of the house, at least in school, and then you could actually, okay, kids are off to school, now I could go become the accountant. Now it's like, okay, so you start having kids at 23, 24, 25. All right, your last one, 26, 27, 28. So then by the time you're 38, the earliest kid is 10, you're not even 40, you got plenty of time to fucking go do whatever it is the feminists brainwashed you and told you should want to do. Heaven forbid you stay at home, take care of the goddamn house, and make your husband happy. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. No, but see, that's what you do. That's what you want to do deep down inside. But because you're so brainwashed, you're so conformist, you're so not thinking. I don't need no man. Career first, then doctorate, then when I'm 45 and 3 months old, I'll find a guy, and then we'll get married 2 months later, then we'll have kids, and then I'll have another kid, and he'll come out a boy with blue. I mean, like, you think you control this shit? You think this is a timetable? You think you can go get yourself a husband over at fucking Walmart like he's on the fucking shelf? I think, ladies, wake the fuck up. All right, and I mean, when I say ladies, I mean young ladies. Because it's too late. You're 35, fuck you, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late to turn back now. You swallowed leftist whole shit bullshit Marxism. I mean, it's too late for you. But if you are in college or in high school, right when the brainwashing is at its loudest cacophony and its most intense, that you don't need a man and all men are rapists and all this other bullshit, and you're deep down inside all mousy, there's a piece of me that I would like to have. Well, fuck. So what if your teachers, your professors in your college, so what if they fucking don't like you? That's what it's like to be independent-minded. And got news for you. Your teachers, your professors don't like you. They only view you as a meal ticket for the fucking $300 per credit in tuition you're paying for, and the $100 that you are paying for the worthless fucking Marxist textbook. And you're going to get a degree that's worthless anyway, so you're going to have to become a stripper like that gal anyway. And oh, great, now you got debt. Now you have fucking debt. What guy's going to want to fucking marry you? What quality guy anyway? So here's what I'm asking the younger ladies, especially high school and college. If you're 25, you know, because that's right. If you're under 30, okay, there's still a little. 35 or older, fuck you. No, too bad. And you know, fine. Be honest, all right? How about you pissed away your life. You're not going to be happy. Why don't you put the comment section down below and help where you can serve as a warning to other young women not to do it your way with any intellectual honesty. Make it down in the comments below. Yeah, I really did wish I wanted to be, a mother and stay-at-home wife. Yeah, and I'm 42 and I'm the lawyer and I have cats. I mean, of course, I don't really believe any. They're going to still double down because their ego cannot abide that they've pissed away their one shot in life. But for those of you who are still young enough, for those of you who truly deep down inside, when you sit down late at night, you're crying yourself to sleep because you shot down every guy at the nightclub or Jimmy didn't ask you to the fucking prom. Ask yourself at night, then you're crying, deep down inside, what do you want? If you want a man, you want a husband, and you want children, fucking start acting like it and tell people that. Learn how to become a good wife. Learn how to become a good mother. And this isn't just being the hottest girl with the biggest tits. This is learning how to be kind. This is learning how to be responsible. This is learning how to take care of a house. This is learning how to raise children. This is learning about selflessness. This is learning good skills. Like, you can go to college. Certainly go to college. That's where you might meet your future husband. All right? And you should just sit there, like, wait for the husbands to come out of the sky. No, you have to go and do something. So this doesn't even preclude going to college. Go to college for the right thing. Go to school for engineering, IT, computer programming. Go to trade school. Join the military. Do some fucking thing that's practical. But keep in mind, the number one goal is that you find yourself a husband. You're not going to college for that, but your primary goal is to find a husband and have kids. That's because that's what you want out of life. If you are bold enough, truly, I mean that, brave enough to admit it. And then if the husband comes along, fine. You know what? You postpone your career in academia. You postpone your career in the military. You can always go back to school and learn how to program Perl or JavaScript or Python. Right? You have your kids, maybe take some classes on the side, work a little bit at night, that's okay. But if you want to be a mom, and you want to be a wife, be a mom and be a wife. Live your life, for fuck's sake. Because I'll tell you this, and this is another thing. This is bigger than me just wanting a lower tax bill, because you broads can't fucking figure out what you want to do with it in your life. I'm going to go to grad school because I don't know anything else to do. Can you bail me out of my $150,000 liberal arts degree? Is that it's kind of society. I don't know if you knew this, but society is composed of other human beings, and the quality of those human beings is contingent upon whether or not there's a mother and a father, and they're a happy, stable nuclear family. I know those same bitter, hate-filled Marxist feminist cunts who have told you that you don't need no man, and men are the problem with all the world and all that. If you look at where the majority of the problems come from, it comes from children raised in dysfunctional families. Divorce, single parents, single baby daddies, baby mamas, all that other shit. You look at where the majority of the problems come from, where the majority of the costs are, that's where it comes from. It's because, well, I just think, you don't really think about it. You're not honest with yourselves. Okay, a lot of it also has to do with it felt good. That's probably a little bit more accurate with it. The very close second is like, I just gotta have my career and fuck my children. Let's send them to daycare because that's more important. I get my master's degree. It's only my fucking kid, and this piece of paper says I'm really, really smart. Says this is more important than my own flesh and blood. There might be a problem. That might be where there's problems. So for the sake of society and the future, let alone your own fucking kids, could you actually be honest? Be a stay-at-home mom. Be the most kind, wonderful, do the most kind, wonderful thing, and that is be a mom. Raise your children. Be there for your children, and also be a great wife. Be there for your husband. It is amazing what would happen, because here's the little, I don't know if you noticed this. In the early, evil, racist, sexist, homophobic, bigoted 50s, when everything was wrong with the world, economic growth was 4.25% a year. Which may not sound a lot to you, but it is. It's a lot. That's why the 50s were great, at least economically speaking. Today, it's 2 and about 1/3% on average. All right? How is that fucking possible with all you women entering the workforce? Oh, wait a minute, because it's not that efficient. It isn't that efficient. Just because you flood the market with more people doesn't make it more efficient or it's going to grow more. So think about this. When you were back at home, now I believe this could go either way, where one person works, one person stays home. Could be male or female, doesn't matter. One motherfucker person better be at home raising those goddamn kids, and the other motherfucking person better be going out there and working, and the fucking person at home better support that person working. And you know what usually happens? Usually there's more money at the end. Usually because it's more efficient. Usually because there's a more stable household. Usually because when that person, male or female, comes back, the husband or wife comes back, and they come back to a stable home, not two fucking worker drones from the cubicle slaves coming in through a commute, and they come back and they hate each other, and they get divorced, and they beat each other up. Maybe they hit their kids or throw the kids. Oh, they can't hit their kids. The kids are in daycare because they never wanted the kids anyway. That might have, there's going to, I'm no sociological psychologist, but I could swear that if you have one person working, one person at home, division of labor, one raising the kids, taking care of the house, the other one going out making the money, that might be a more stable and happy family than this fucking cockamamie, anyone 31 flavors of any which way but loose, bullshit, broken homes, non-nuclear families. These fucking idiots who've never had a successful marriage or family in their lives claim that is better or superior, just on par with the nuclear family. Ladies, future is in your hands. It really is, because we're guys. We have to have you agree to date us and marry you and have kids. All right? I mean, we also control who we propose to and all that other shit. But you girls do control the future. You control your future through your decisions. And the first decision that's going to be best for society, and not only best for society, but very best for you, is if you're honest about what you fucking want out of life. And if that's having kids, being a stay-at-home mom, and being a nice wife, then so fucking be it. Try, please, ladies, for once. Instead of claiming you're independent-minded, instead of claiming you think things through and you stand for principles and what you believe in, actually fucking do it this time. If you got questions or need help, you go to assholeconsulting.com and I'll give it to you straight. You can read my blog at captaincapitalism.blogspot.com. And I've also got a podcast called The Clary Podcast, Clarey. And for the love of fucking God, if you can't afford my consultations, then go get one of my books. They're fucking brilliant. You can find them on Amazon.com. It's Aaron, Aaron, Clary, Clarey. We'll see you kids later. Toodles.